Down, reach, stretch, most of the weight on my front foot. Push off the back foot, engage your core, twist the rib cage, pull your shoulder blade back, keep your spine nice and long. Hello everyone, this is Gabriel Shaw, and I wanted to take you through a quick exercise that's going to integrate the whole body and help build a lot of the muscles that dancers often use and find sore and cause common injuries. So if you're at home and you're looking for ways to build your strength and improve your dancing, this is a good one to try. You can start out with something simple and then move a little bit complex. We're going to look at back strength, we're going to look at rotation towards the chest, we're going to look at a little bit at hip stability, we're even going to talk about the ankles, integrating the whole body. So this is like a dancer's row. All you need to do this is a cable. So what I'm going to grab is an elastic just like this, and I have it anchored somewhere secure. Doesn't have to be an elastic just like this and a handle just like this. You can just use a TheraBand wrapped around something. It doesn't have to be this high, it can be shoulder to hip height, let's say. So the first and easiest version of the exercise I'm going to do is just step back till I feel a little bit of that tension. Right away when you feel this tension coming on your arm, like it's going to stretch your arm out forward, that should seem familiar to a lot of you. You're dancing with your partner and you're doing a swing out or going to the edge of the slot and you can feel pulling. That's that same pull. So what we're going to do is strengthen against that pull by taking that shoulder that's on stretch, pulling it back. Notice my arm is loose here. Reach forward, stretch. Reach back, engage through the rhomboids of the back teres major, pulling the shoulder blade back. And notice my arm is soft. So a lot of you, what you're going to be doing at home is you're going to be tempted to pull the elbow. Some of you may even be tempted to pull the elbow without pulling the shoulder blade. See how I'm doing that? Yeah, you're going to get bicep activation. So if you want to work your arms, okay, I'm working my arms, but that's not what I want to work. And as a matter of fact, I want to kind of let my arm be loose so I don't tug around my partner, and I want to pull back from the shoulder blade. This is true in a lot of different sports. So this is the most simple version of the exercise, which is a one-handed row, which is with no elbow bend. One-handed row, no elbow bend. If we want to make it a little more complex, we're going to add another issue dancers often have a problem with, which is rotating through the rib cage. Okay, so shoulder blades don't move on their own, they move with the rib cage. So here I'm going to keep my hips steady, working that hip stability a little bit, turning through the core, letting my rib cage or my sternum face that way. Now the arm is reaching in front of me. Now I'm going to turn my rib cage back the other way. At the same time, I pull my shoulder blade back. Again, nice soft arm, feeling really strong right in the middle of my back, hips staying more or less facing towards the front. Turn, reach, stretch, pull, engage, twist. Turn, reach, stretch, pull, engage, twist. Okay, you want to make this a little bit harder. You can sit a little bit lower in your stance and have a little bit of that athletic pitch. What that's going to do is integrate a little bit more of your hip muscles into this activity. I can push my knees out, push my feet into the ground slightly. That's going to engage my hip stabilizers. Belly button comes towards the lower back to engage my core. Turning, getting that rib cage rotation, shoulder blade gets pulled back, keep nice good posture, reach out, come back. Now at this point it might be a little bit confusing what to do with this arm, so the best thing would either be to keep it on your hip or reach out in front of you so it's doing the exact opposite thing. Okay? I show the other arm, sitting down, pushing my knees out, sit back, bum muscles engage, turn, reach, stretch, pull just the shoulder blade back, arm stays nice and loose, back stays nice and straight, turning for my rib cage. Okay. You want to add a layer onto that and make a little bit more, add a little more hip stability, or something dancers often need to work on is contralateral body movement. We can do that by taking the same side forward. Yes, that's right, same side. And coming into a split stance, okay? Most of the weight on the front foot, my back foot is just nice and resting on the ground. Hips slightly bent, just like we did before. I'm essentially in a ipsilateral, you could say, body position. And then I'm going to pull, turn, activate, twist, moving myself into a contralateral body position. Again, you can put your hand on your hip, or you can reach down in front of you. Want to pay special attention not to arch to the lower back. Don't be tempted to come up and do something like this. We want to stay loaded over our front foot, twisting, slight tailbone tuck. We're just engaging through the belly, okay? You want to make that a little bit harder or add even a little bit more ankle stability into this exercise. We can do with this back foot a little bit more like a lunge and a little bit of a rise. We're going to come down. My heel can go down towards the ground, maybe a little bit of stretch in my calf. Press through the ball of the foot, squeeze through the hip on this side, engage the core, a little bit of lean forward, hand on the hip or out in front, tuck the chin. Come down, press. Come down, press. So I'll do that same thing on the other side. So again, arm is nice and soft. I'm supporting good posture and actually working on those postural muscles. I'm working on pulling without using my arm, but instead using my core. I'm integrating my shoulder in my core, working on a little hip stability, working on a little ankle stability in this back foot. Come down, reach, stretch. Most of the weight's on my front foot. Push off the back foot, engage your core, twist the rib cage, pull your shoulder blade back, keep your spine nice and long. And then I'm going to get more in my ankle the more I push down with this back foot, ball on the floor, foot goes toward the ground, pull the shoulder blade down. So that should look a lot like what happens when I go and do a lead, right? Or when we're going to do a follow. So try that exercise out, work on those few different things. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and if you want to get more movement videos or lessons to help you perform better, please go to movespace.com, M-U-V-E space.com. Stay healthy, stay connected. Peace.